Hello! Here at Fit Mecca, we're always on the lookout to make our community smarter and better. That's why today we're tackling the food topic even more. You don't want to miss it. Welcome to FitMecca.com, the place that inspires you to be at your best every day. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Cheat your way thin. Here's a question for you, a biggie. But first, a quick recap just to make sure we're on the same page. The word diet comes from the Latin word dieta, which means a manner of living or a way of life. A diet is something you do forever. So the question for you is, can you really cheat your way thin? Taking into consideration everyone should be all about real results, sustainability, and taking slow steps towards your goal. And you definitely can. But there is a warning. More on this in a moment. So, how does this cheating work? It's based on the 80-20 rule. If you eat well 80% of the time, you can get away with cheating 20% of the time. Just don't get them the wrong way around. How does 80-20 translate in the real world? It could be that you eat well 7 days a week and have a little treat every day. 80% of your daily calories are good and 20% are bad. Or, this is recommended, it could be that you eat well 6 days a week and then go crazy for a day at the weekend. It is only recommended that you go crazy for one day, not the entire weekend, for the simple reason that cheat days can easily spill out of control and into the rest of the week. This is a warning. Be careful. Then, as you improve your eating habits and your taste for food changes, reduce your cheating from 1 day per week to 1 meal per week. Do it all gradually. It must be sustainable because too much too soon might break you. So there you have it. You can cheat your way thin. Following this will help you keep your naughty side at bay because you only need to stay disciplined until the weekend. Then let your hair down. Go crazy. It's like a reward for good behavior. Plus, it will allow you to have fun at the weekends, go out for meals, and enjoy social events. Now, while everyone should be all about eating healthy, there is more to life than just eating clean. You have to have fun too. Just remember the warning. Don't let your cheat day turn into a cheat week or another failed diet. Keep your cheating to 20% and under control, and make sure you enjoy it. Get tougher and lose weight. There was a nice guy, a tall, athletic guy looking to join the military. He wasn't overly fit, but he certainly wasn't fat either. Compared to the average male, he was lean and athletic looking, yet he thought he was fat. Isn't it strange how we can look in the mirror and see a different person to the one everyone else sees? So he decided to go on a new diet called intermittent fasting. Now, it is not clear which version of the diet he went on, or if he followed it to plan, or if he went off on a crazy tangent and took it too far. Maybe he got a little carried away and fasted too long. The details are not clear, but unfortunately, he ended up in the hospital. He ended up so hungry that his stomach acid started to erode and digest itself. That's right, his stomach was digesting itself. Anyway, this intermittent fasting, what is it? To cut a long theory short, it's where you only eat during small windows of the day. For the rest of the day, you go without food. You fast, intermittently. There are lots of different variations of the intermittent fasting you can follow. For example, you might only eat between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., which means you fast for 15 hours between your last meal and breakfast the next day. Or you might eat 1/4 of your daily calories for 5 consecutive days of every month. That's a more limited style fast where you drastically cut your calories for 5 days. The nuts and bolts of intermittent fasting, IF, are that you eat for a period of time and you fast for a period of time. Now, this video is not here to debate the pros and cons of intermittent fasting and who it is or isn't good for. This is meant to say that going hungry is good. Now, you don't have to fast. Sometimes just go hungry. Why? Well, you see, we live in a society where food is readily available, and quite often, we eat before we are hungry, which means we're never really getting hungry. How ridiculous is that? In the 21st century, we have almost forgotten what hunger really feels like. It's crazy. And often we can't mentally cope with hunger. No wonder we are getting fatter as a nation. The slightest hunger pain and it's off to the kitchen. It's where I think fasting is a good thing for us. It doesn't have to be for a cycle. It doesn't have to be a regular thing. Just once in a while, trying to go without food. See how you feel. See how long you can go, within reason. Can you last 6 hours? 12 hours? 24 hours? Are there benefits? Yeah, of course. For one, you'll know you can go without food for a lot longer than you realize. 2, you'll be able to go without food for longer without bitching and moaning about how hungry you are. And 3, you'll see there's a mental toughness that's strengthened with fasting. It's forged self-discipline. It's about learning to be mentally strong when your mind is telling you to give up and grab a snack. Plus, a short fast gives your digestive system a break. Think about it. Your digestive system works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for your entire life. So give it a break. Give it time to empty. That can't be a bad thing, can it? Anyway, give a fast a go. Try a 6, a 12, or even a 24-hour fast. Test yourself. You'll find out how disciplined you really are and come out the other end a mentally tougher person. Guaranteed. The serial killer's serial killer. Get it? Bad joke, but cereal can be a weight loss killer. You see, after a night's sleep, your blood glucose levels drop. All the time you're asleep, you're fasting. So when you wake up to have breakfast, to break the fast, and indulge in a bowl of whatever cereal, your blood sugars soar. Your body responds by kicking out large doses of insulin, which causes your blood sugar to come crashing back down. Now, don't jump the gun. This is not to say that you should skip breakfast, especially since there is evidence that suggests that people who skip breakfast are more likely to be overweight. Research that analyzed food diaries found people who eat breakfast typically eat fewer calories during the day. People who skip breakfast are more likely to eat more calories during the day and put on weight. Interesting, huh? Anyways, back to cereal. This is saying do have breakfast. It's important. Just don't have cereal. You see, what goes up must come down. Remember, when you spike your blood glucose, your body kicks out insulin and your blood sugars come down. This huge spike and subsequent crash cause havoc. The crash means you start to feel sleepy and tired. Then your body tells you to eat more to bring those sugar levels back up. This makes snacking between meals and second breakfasts much more likely. Or worse still, you start to eat more for breakfast because you notice that you feel hungry mid-morning. It's a vicious cycle. Cereal is a killer. The problem is, cereal is quick and easy. And because it's so convenient, there's a huge market and lots of money to be made. Big business plus lots of money equals clever cereal marketing, but business and good health rarely go hand in hand. So what should you be having for breakfast instead? You need something that creates a gradual increase in blood glucose levels. You need foods that help keep your sugar level stable so you can avoid any spikes. So your first step is to make sure you have breakfast. That will help you consume less during the course of the day. The second step is to avoid processed cereals that are loaded with sugar and crap. That is what causes these huge spikes. Third, you need to see breakfast as a meal, not a special kind of meal that revolves around milk and cereal. Breakfast is just a meal like any other, and its purpose is to fuel and nourish your body. So think about preparing your breakfast and making something from scratch. See it like a meal that includes protein. Lean protein should do it, not just processed meats like sausages and bacon. Don't be scared of vegetables. The Japanese do. It might seem weird, but that's only because we've been conditioned by clever marketing. Finally, get a few new breakfast dishes under your belt. Learn to knock up 1 or 2 alternatives you can make quickly and easily in the morning. The result? Stable blood sugar levels and a healthier you. It's not your fault you're fat. Here's a scary fact for you. Back in 1962, only 13% of the US population was obese. In 2010, it was over 35%. That's just obese people. The overweight population is much, much higher, as in over half of the adult population is overweight. That's a scary statistic. It has implications for our health and our healthcare costs, and it has even bigger implications for our children. Sure, some of this is our fault, meaning no one is making us eat more and more, and no one is making us eat processed, refined products. We should all refuse to call these things food. But someone out there is manipulating us, taking advantage of us, and playing tricks with our minds and our bodies. You see, processed foods don't make us feel full in the same way as real foods do. And the food companies know it. In fact, they engineer their products that way. The jargon is satiety. That means the feeling of fullness. Whole foods make us feel full. Products pretending to be food don't. It's as simple as that. The manufacturers of these products want us to eat more. There's money in it for them, and they want us to believe that low-fat, ready-made meals and all the other junk they sell are perfectly healthy alternatives to cooking from scratch. It's utter nonsense. Then you have the media and the clothing industry in on it too. They are normalizing being overweight. They're using bigger and bigger mannequins in shop windows. They're changing the labeling of clothing, so while you think you might be wearing a small or a medium shirt, it is, in fact, a large. Sneaky little salesmen. These companies are trying to disguise the fact that we are getting fatter and fatter. Then you have the TV. When a TV documents the sad stories of super obese people getting loaded onto trucks and unable to walk, it makes overweight people look normal. Compared with the super obese, fat people look healthy. These programs are unrepresentative of the overweight population, and they are blurring our vision of what it means to be a normal, healthy weight. Business, it would appear, is against us. From loading our foods with sugar and marketing soda to our children, these companies aren't interested in your health. They're just interested in taking the dollars from your pocket, and they will do anything to get them. Even if it means putting over half the population at risk of illness and premature death, they want your money. It's criminal, and it's time this ended. It's time to stand up and take responsibility. It's time to turn off the TV and ignore what the media says. It's time to vote with your dollars. Big companies chase money, and every time you buy whole food and make healthy choices, you're making a vote for these types of products. If enough of us stop buying products and start buying real food, whole food, real food, healthy food, then big business will have to change and adapt. They need your money to survive, so take it away from them. Vote with your dollars. The media and the big food companies are out to get us, and the only way you can win the fight is to hit them where it hurts, in their profits. It's time for a change. One of the most valuable tips to live by is to rarely drink calories. Soda and alcohol immediately are drinks laden with empty calories that do nothing good for your body. Water is the perfect alternative. It's not just the perfect alternative, it's essential for life because your body is approximately 60% water. That's right, most of you is water. You need it. Now here's where water helps with weight loss. Drinking water between meals means you eat less, which makes getting into a calorie deficit easier. Drinking water between meals makes you feel fuller, so you're less likely to binge and overeat. There is no downside to drinking more water. In fact, studies have estimated that drinking water encourages your body to burn 24% more calories over the next hour. When you eat clean, exercise consistently, and drink plenty of water, you can get away with eating more food than normal. Studies have also shown that people are at their leanest when drinking lots of water. As a general rule, you should consume 3 liters of water per day, and more if you're exercising. At least one of those 3 will come from the food you eat, so you only need to drink 2 liters. Try it for a week and see how you feel. Which one of these ideas clicked with you the most? What topics are on your mind right now? When you guys share your takeaways in the comments, it helps us see what kind of information is actually valuable to you, and we can focus on it more. If you've made it this far, it means you are truly committed to being at your best every day. please use the word FAST in your answer to today's questions. That way we can spot all of you in the crowd. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. You can talk to us on all our social media channels or ask us a question on our website, fit-mecca.com. Thanks again, and we'll be back soon.